हेलो, आई एम शुपर्णा। वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज हम कॉर्बेट घूमने जा रहे हैं। आज बाहर वेदर काफ़ी अच्छा है तो रोड ट्रिप में मज़ा आएगा। और ये है हमारा छोटा सा नील, पहली बार बाहर घूमने जा रहा है। अच्छा लग रहा है ना? देखो पूरा तैयार होके। नील नील देखो, अभी डडा को देखना है। डडा तैयार हो रहे हैं, नील बस वही देखना है। थोड़ा तो कंफ्यूज है कि हम सुबह सुबह कहाँ जा रहे हैं। चलो, आज का दिन काफ़ी एक्साइटिंग होने वाला है।
अच्छा,
There was something about this morning that already felt different. Maybe because today wasn't just another trip. It was going to be Neel's very first vacation. Aparna and I had already started one of the most important discussions before any trip. Which earrings should we wear? And then I looked outside. It was raining. I love rainy weather so much, especially during road trips. Meanwhile, Aparna and Piyu were almost ready. And our little prince was still sleeping. I looked at him and thought, no, let him enjoy his sleep for a little longer. After all, we had a long journey ahead of us. While I was busy with all the preparations, someone else wanted my full attention. Miss Oliva. And now it was finally time to get our smallest traveler ready. This was Neel's outfit for today. Believe it or not, I have become quite an expert at dressing him without waking him up. Now all that was left was feeding him before we left. As I looked at him, one thought kept coming to my mind. Today was going to be a big day. A new place, a long road trip, and later the mountain roads. I was just hoping those winding roads wouldn't trouble our little traveler too much. With everyone finally ready, it was the time to lock the door, begin a brand new adventure. And as always, Dugga Dugga. And just like that, we locked the front door behind us. It's been almost a year since we last went on such a long family road trip. So today felt extra special, especially because someone was traveling with us for the very first time, little Neel. Everything was finally ready. Time to begin our adventure. Today's drive is around 263 kilometers.
ये हम हापुर रोड पर आ गए।
Our destination is Marchula, a peaceful place a little beyond the main Corbett area. The route looked quite exciting too. Hapur, Gajraula, Muradabad bypass, Kashipur, Ramnagar, Mohan, and finally Marchula. The past few days had been full of packing, planning, and last-minute preparations. It was honestly exhausting, but every time I looked at Neel's innocent little face, all that tiredness simply disappeared. Somehow babies have that magic. The highways were surprisingly smooth, and honestly, good roads make such a huge difference. Half the joy of a road trip depends on how comfortable the drive is.
प्रॉपर हाईवे सा लग रहा है ना, अब तो मुझे पता भी नहीं हम जा किस साइड पे हैं। मौसम मतलब जैसे धूप नहीं है।
I suddenly had an idea. Why not count today's toll plazas? So here's our first one. Chajarsi Toll Plaza. Let's see how many we cross before reaching Marchula. Look at that little tiny bird sitting there. These days, Oliver notices birds before any of us do. She's become completely obsessed with spotting different birds during our drives. Can you believe it? Just yesterday it was unbearably hot, and today it almost feels like the rain decided to travel with us. By now, Neel had found the perfect place to sleep, comfortably resting on Pew's lap, and beside him, Oliver had already opened Google Maps. She absolutely loves checking how much distance is left, how many hours are remaining. She's our tiny navigator. मैं तो ओलिवर से पूछ भी रही थी कि तुम्हें थोड़ा रिलैक्स करना हो तो तुम कर सकती हो, पर नहीं, कार चल रहा है, हम घूमने जा रहे हैं, सोना तो दूर की बात है। A few minutes later, I turned around and there he was, looking at us with the biggest smile. At the moment, his biggest mission was stealing Aparna's phone. He's only 6 months old. He barely eats a little banana along with his milk. But phones, TV remotes, plates, those seems far more delicious according to him. As we kept driving, we passed one restaurant after another. Shiva Dhaba, Highway King, Rajaji. There were so many food stops along the highway. And honestly, just reading their names was enough to make me hungry. I think it was finally time for us to stop too. बारिश अभी भी हो ही जा रही है एंड मुझे अच्छा भी लग रहा है. There was something incredibly peaceful about driving through the rain with your favorite people beside you. And here is the second toll plaza for today's journey.
इस वाले पे लोग जा क्यों नहीं रहे? चलो ग्रेट हो गया.
By now, it had been almost 2 hours since we left home. Long journeys are never easy for such a tiny baby. Neel looked a little uncomfortable, which is completely understandable. So today I knew I would be feeding him a little more often. Sometimes a full tummy is all a baby needs to feel happy again. And just then we crossed the river Ganga. It had been almost 3 hours since we started our journey. नील अभी परेशान हो रहा है तो हमने सोचा कि चलो ब्रेक ले लेते हैं। ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए कहीं रुक जाते हैं।
तो इधर से जाने का है कि
फिर हमने सोचा सामने मोगा पंजाबी तड़का ढाबा है, वहीं पे चलते हैं।
शायद इसी का मिल जाएगा आपको।
As soon as we stepped inside, almost every table was occupied. There wasn't a single seat empty. Outside it was raining. Inside the restaurant was buzzing with people. And Neel, he suddenly became very quiet, his tiny fingers safely inside his mouth. I think the crowd and all the unfamiliar faces made him a little shy. Everything around him was so new.
ओलिवर को क्या चाहिए? आलू पराठा कर दो और 2 आलू प्याज पराठा कर दो, ठीक है। और
अच्छा, अभी हम मोगा पंजाबी ढाबे पर रुके हैं। यहाँ पे जैसे आप देख रहे हो काफ़ी ज़्यादा भीड़ है और नील तो बिल्कुल चुप हो गया है, मुझे पता ही नहीं चल रहा कि क्या हो रहा है। तो हमने ऑर्डर किया है आलू पराठे, तो वेट कर रहे हैं। चलो फाइनली ब्रेकफास्ट आ गया है, गरम गरम आलू के पराठे दही के साथ। हमें यहाँ का पराठा बहुत ही टेस्टी लगा, बहुत ही यम्मी है। बस ओलिवर के लिए थोड़ा सा स्पाइसी था। I also have to say the restaurant surprised us. It was spacious, beautifully decorated, the staff were polite, and for a busy roadside dhaba, everything was very well maintained. Even the washroom was impressively clean, air conditioned, dry, fresh. Honestly, that's not something you expect very often at highway restaurant. Now it was time to continue our journey.
सुबर्णा, बैठ गया?
Back inside the car, I brought Neel into my lap safely while seated with my seatbelt on. He quietly watched his daddy driving, his curious little eyes following every movement.
अच्छा, खाना कैसा था?
The highway was still smooth, rain was still accompanying us, and outside everything looked greener than ever. एक जगह रिलैक्स कर लो। crossed the beautiful Ramganga river. After leaving NH9, we merge onto NH 734 towards Muradabad. The roads become narrower, but somehow even more beautiful. The greenery around us kept increasing. It almost felt like nature was slowly welcoming us towards Corbett. Everything suddenly changed. Construction work, broken roads, even bump reminded us to slow down. रास्ता यहाँ पे इतना ख़राब है कि नील भी परेशान हो रहा है, तो हम बहुत आराम से चल रहे हैं। Soon, the road began passing through small villages. Lush green fields stretched on both sides. Simple, peaceful, beautiful. Sometimes these little villages are more memorable than the destination itself. And then traffic. A very long traffic jam. Trucks were parked on both sides of the narrow road, leaving barely enough space for vehicles to pass. हमें सचमुच बहुत ही गुस्सा आ रहा था। फिर हम नील को देखा और हम सब नील के साथ खेलने लग गए।
जल्दी जल्दी भागो यहाँ से, वरना ये तो अगर इनमें से एक गाड़ी भी सामने आ गई ना।
अभी दोपहर का 12:30 हो रहा है। हमारा लंच टाइम तो गया। होटल में हमारा लंच पेड था, तो पता नहीं उसका क्या होगा। A little later, we entered Kashipur. That meant we had already covered 201 kilometers from Ghaziabad. Normally, 60 kilometers doesn't sound like much, but after such a long drive, it somehow feels like the longest 60 kilometers ever. At this point, I wasn't thinking about reaching the resort anymore. I was simply hoping our little traveler would stay comfortable for the rest of the journey.
थोड़ा आराम से चलाता हूँ।
Before we even realized it, the surroundings had completely changed. It was 1:39 in the afternoon and we had finally entered Ramnagar. Neel was peacefully resting in my arms. Both of our little travelers had finally fallen asleep. I was enjoying this peaceful moment just as much as I can. Only 46 kilometers left now. The roads became smoother, the air felt fresher, and outside the window, the scenery slowly started transforming. And then I noticed something. The roads no longer looked completely flat. They had started climbing gently, just a little at first. A few more turns later, we had officially started our climb into the hills. I have to admit, mountain roads always make me a little nervous. We passed a busy little marketplace on the way. There were shops, people walking around, vehicles coming from every direction. It almost felt like a small mountain town preparing everyone for the roads ahead.
इनको भी कॉल करके देखना चाहिए था क्या पता।
Once the market disappeared behind us, everything changed again. The roads became quieter, the greenery became denser, and one winding curve following another. With every turn, we were climbing a little higher. The views were becoming more beautiful. But poor Neel had started feeling uncomfortable again. The constant bends on the mountain roads were something completely new for him. I think we have finally entered Jim Corbett. The moment we crossed into this area, everything felt different. The air seemed fresher, the forest looked endless, and somehow the journey instantly became even more exciting. Finally, हम जंगल के बीच में से जा रहे हैं. Tall trees surrounded us from every side. The roads were smooth again, and for a while the steep climbs disappeared. It felt so peaceful. Most of the resorts are located around this stretch. In fact, the last time we visited Corbett, we stayed somewhere around here. At that time. Although the map showed only around 30 kilometers left. In the mountains, 30 kilometers feels completely different. Every turn takes time, every climb feels longer, and every kilometer becomes part of the adventure.
ये रास्ते तो थोड़ा दूर चलना पड़ेगा 24 किलोमीटर तो और
By now, our chota-sa Neel had started feeling uncomfortable again. The continuous uphill drive wasn't very easy for such a tiny traveler. This is my Neel. A little later, we reached Garjia. Seeing the famous Garjia temple brought back so many memories. We had visited it years ago during our previous Corbett trip. And then the views simply kept getting better. Honestly, some places don't need words. They just quietly steal your heart. This was one of them. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा रोड खराब है, कंस्ट्रक्शंस का काम चल रहा है, बट somehow even that couldn't take away from the beauty around us. Then the rain returned, and suddenly everything looked even more magical. The forests became greener. The mountains looked fresher and the air felt cooler. Rain has a beautiful way of making nature come alive. कभी कभी तो लग रहा था कि थोड़ी देर यहाँ पे रुक जाते हैं, कार को स्टॉप करके यहाँ का व्यू एंजॉय करते हैं। पर हमारा लंच ऑलरेडी बुक्ड था होटल में, हमें जल्दी जल्दी पहुँचना था। The deeper we drove, the quieter everything became. Just us, the jungle, the endless greenery. Sometimes nature has a way of making all the tiredness disappear. And then something happened. We climbed so high that suddenly the road ahead disappeared into thick white mist.
ओलिवर देख रहे हो? सामने देखो, सामने देखो। आ रहा है ना? या इसको नीचे कर दो, खिड़की को तो।
For a moment, it actually felt as if we were driving through the clouds. Everything around us turned white. It was breathtaking. And yes, a little scary too. The visibility became very low. Everyone inside the car had the same reaction, wow, mixed with drive carefully. Fear and excitement, both traveling together.
नहीं, उसने मुझे बोला कि रुको वहाँ पे, मतलब वहाँ पे छोटा रास्ता है। हाँ मैं क्लियर हो गया अचानक से, है ना? मोशन सिकनेस लग जाए ना तुम ना, तो फिर अब देखना एक बार कितना हो रहा है।
Only 4.2 kilometers left. After almost an entire day's journey, the destination was finally within reach.
हमारे सामने वाला
Soon the road started sloping downwards.
मतलब जल्दी से
Google Maps cheerfully announced, "You have reached your destination." Except we hadn't.
भाई साहब, ये कॉर्बेट रिवर क्रीक किधर है? 100 मीटर दूरी पे, मतलब इसी रोड पे ही है ना? अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। थैंक यू।
After asking a few local people, we realized the resort was just about 100 kilometers further ahead. Sometimes, even the Google Maps get a little confused in the mountains.
ये रहा, रिवर क्रीक बोल रहा था ना? 100 मीटर में बोल रहा था। डरा दिया पूरा, है ना?
And finally, there it was, the signboard, Corbett River Creek, Marchula,
हाँ ले लो।
अब डरूंगी या वीडियो करूंगी?
डरने की क्या
and one last steep downhill road.
क्या बात है, साथ भेजने वाली बात।
पर इन जब दूसरों
And we had arrived.
उनका गेट तो डिफरेंट था।
It was 3:49 in the afternoon, almost 9 hours after leaving home. We had finally reached our home for the next few days. Tired, hungry, but incredibly happy.
नमस्कार जी, अमृत लेके ना।
Because this wasn't just another road trip, it was the beginning of Neel's very first family vacation. And I don't think any of us will ever forget this journey. This is where I will end today's vlog. In the next episode, I will take you inside this beautiful resort and share our complete experience of staying here. I hope you will join us again. Until then, take care. Bye bye.